innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses work together and continue to build the future. Our expertise, talented workforce, and collaborative environment are making a difference now and shaping the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio to put your plans in motion. That's michiganbusiness.org/radio.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases, even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You're right, it works a lot better with the mic on.
Sound better.
Yeah. Got to talk about this dude named Jimmy. He went to a Wendy's in North Carolina, and, he went to a Wendy's, said, I'm going to get myself a couple of sandwiches. And boy, he was shocked to see that instead of his name, the cashier printed Chubby on the order slip.
How many times are people going to do this until they realize it's never going to end well?
Yeah. Here's Jimmy talking about what happened.
The girl asked me my name at the register, gave her my name, clear as day, Jimmy. And she said, okay, thank you, handed me the ticket. And I really didn't pay it no mind at first until I looked down at it while I was waiting. I saw she wrote Chubby on there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, man. It's all caps, Chubby.
Yeah, could it be that he was rocking an Eagles jersey, and that's why? Could it be that's the problem? Maybe she didn't like, it's North Carolina. Maybe she's like, I don't need no Eagles BS.
It's just a little bit of a stretch, BJ, but sure, maybe we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's a hoodie, not a jersey.
Oh, well, then that's a whole different story then. Maybe she doesn't like Eagles hoodies instead.
I mean, you hear this happen in like other restaurants and other places where people write something insulting about the person on the receipt, but at some point the guy's going to see the receipt. And in this situation, it's not like he was, I don't know, he didn't sound like he's a jerk. I don't think he went in there being a jerk. Maybe he did, but I didn't get that vibe.
No, he didn't sound like a jerk. Yeah, you're right. His demeanor about this whole thing seems pretty laid back, considering that, somebody called him Chubby.
And sure, it's questionable that he's an Eagles fan, but we should give him a little bit of a pass.
Oh, I would have called him a lot worse than Chubby, though.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done. Jimmy's, you know what, and Steve, I think you're onto something, because Jimmy said, you know what, I was going to let it go. You know what I mean? He wasn't going to make a big deal out of it until another employee actually read his name out loud.
He was hesitant to even say Chubby, but he did. And I told him, I said, that's not my name, but that's my order. And I grabbed the order and started to walk out because I was mad. Everybody started laughing in the restaurant, customers, and I got really embarrassed.
Well, see, now at that point, I mean, you can hear it in his voice. That sucks.
At what point did we stop just going order number 93?
Yeah.
Order number 69?
Yeah.
I've never had that happen yet, and I keep waiting for the day that I get number 69 on my receipt because I'm pulling out my phone and I'm recording that moment.
Oh, dude, it'll happen. It'll happen to you.
It has to.
It has to at some point. Unless like 13, they just never use it because they know your guys like you just want to snicker when they hear order number 69.
Oh, you think 13's bad luck and 69's just too silly?
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
What about 420?
420? Okay, that could be a thing. Here's the funny thing. My name, they never, ever even put on the cup.
Because they're afraid.
Yeah, it's because it's BJ. And so I didn't realize it until somebody told me. I'm like, why is it they ask me my name, but they never call it at the counter, and I have to go up and go, they'll say the order, but I don't know if it's really mine. BJ. Why don't they just say my name?
Where's my BJ?
Yeah.
How come I don't have a Where's my BJ on my cup?
Yeah, then finally somebody said, dude, they're not ever going to say your name because your name is like that. I go, oh, so I got the reverse problem.
So maybe you should go by, instead of Chubby, just go by Chubb.
Yeah, I'll just go Chubb. Hey, everybody.
That
My name's
works.
Chubb.
That'll work.
Yeah, and you know what the problem is, Steve?
What's that?
These are not high-paying jobs, so some people just don't, they don't give AF. Even if they get in trouble, I don't think they care.
Look at you getting down with the youngins.
I know what it's all about.
I don't give AF.
That's what Danny's all. Danny taught me that one.
All the time, yeah. I say it.
As opposed
Sure. But think about it. They don't care.
No, I know. And the person got fired, apparently. That did.
Oh, did
that.
they really?
Yeah, I was just reading about that the female employee who wrote chubby has since been fired from this North Carolina Wendy's.
But more importantly, is Jimmy going to do anything about that hoodie? I mean, I hate the guy, and there's no reason to, except he's just wearing that Eagles hoodie.
Way to focus on the important stuff, BJ.
That's what it is. I mean, I hate the guy, even though he did nothing wrong in that situation. It seems like a decent guy. You know what? And likes to go to Wendy's, which I love his restaurant choices. Everything about him I like, except one thing, Steve.
The Eagles hoodie.
Yeah, he's got to,
No, I mean, I noticed he said that he thinks they should make it right. How do you make it right? Obviously, give him the meal for free.
Oh,
but
definitely.
But do you hook him up with a bunch of free Wendy's? Because, I mean, isn't that part of the issue? Is that maybe he gets too many Wendy's in his stomach? And
he already knows.
He knows he's chubby.
It's like life imitates art, and art imitates life. I forget, what the hell? Was it Always Sunny? I think it might have been Always Sunny. Yeah, it was. The latest episode of Always Sunny, there was a fat guy on there, and he kept saying, "Why are you looking at my gut? Why do you keep looking at my gut?" And it was just like, but he knew, he goes, I know I'm fat. And then even Max said, let's just pull this up. Okay, he's got a big stomach. Can we all just look at this? We know he's fat. We know he's got a big gut.
It was Wendy's that did the year of chicken nuggets for that dude. So now he should just own it and do like nugs for chubby.
Nugs for chubby.
Ask for nugs for a year.
There you go. And by the way, I just realized...
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it wasn't Always Sunny. It was Trailer Park Boys that did that. So I got
cool story, man.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just realized it had nothing to do with Sunny. I thought it was Philly. Had nothing to do with Philly. I agree, Steve. You got to tighten that guy up.
Oh, yeah, I think he's got to be taken care of.
He already knows.
At least a free meal.
He knows.
I'm sure he got the free meal.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he's a big boy, and he probably is like, look, let me just live my life, but don't embarrass me.
One person I think has the best text of the day. I got order 420 at Jack in the Box.
Oh. Really?
I feel like that deserves a prize.
Oh, it's
not from us, but from Jack in the Box.
Yeah. I love that
like
Jack...
a free taco or something like that.
Yeah, I love that Jack does actually go all the way up to 420.
It'd be great if they just start at like 412 and then stop at 420 and then just start all over again.
Oh, yeah.
They're just constantly hitting 420 all night long.
But what about you and your favorite number? I mean,
69?
Yeah, I think they got to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're working on that one yet. I'll ask them, though. I'll ask Jack next time I see him at his big board meetings.
Yeah. Dang, I came close. I was 67 at Costco waiting for my contact lenses.
So you should have got some more.
Some more contact lenses. Yeah,
it's a bad spot to get something.
Yeah, okay. You know what? I know I just ordered 12 boxes, but yeah, let me get some more because I want to be that special number. But I didn't bother to pull to see if there was like a 69.
Oh, somebody said they had order 69 at Taco Bell in California about 25 years ago.
Still remembers it.
Approximately 15 people waiting for food, and they all laughed for about 5 minutes.
Oh,
how do you ever forget that, Rev?
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, if I'm Jack in the Box, especially after 10 o'clock, if you come into Jack in the Box, I bet I would make every order 420 just to confuse all the stoners that are trying to get their food.
Yeah.
That would be funny. That would be funny. Just don't write chubby on anything, that's all.
Yeah, right.
I like Chubb.
No, because that's just a douche move. You don't do that to someone.
But Chubb, I say write Chubb on everybody's cup. I'm all for that.
Somebody kept saying, I kept hoping my number at the BK Lounge is 69, but I kept getting 60.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Well, of course, for you 420 fans, today is a huge day for our 420 friends up north. Steve's going to tell you why. He's got the news for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Most fifth graders have a better grasp of the English language. Unfortunately, there aren't any available this early in the morning. This is News with Steve Miggs.
Well, thanks, guys, and thanks to KISW all for giving us news and sports. And, hey, happy National Pasta Day, everybody.
Oh, here we go.
That's a day that we can all celebrate.
Yeah.
What are you going to go with if you had to pick one type of pasta?
Oh, what am I going to go with? Rigatoni.
Rigatoni.
Love my rigatoni.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Would we consider raviolis pasta?
Yes.
It's stuffed pasta.
Right, it's two pieces of pasta, but I've heard people try and say, no, it's like a dumpling.
No.
I'm like, it's not a dumpling.
Ooh, well,
It's like a dumpling, but it's still pasta because that's what I was going to say.
I'm looking on Wikipedia. Ravioli are a type of dumpling composed of a filling sealed between two layers of thin pasta dough.
See, pasta dumpling.
It's
I'm fine with
pasta
it.
dumpling.
Pasta dumpling, fine.
yeah.
But it's not National Pasta Dumpling Day, so I guess I'll just go with spaghetti. All right.
How about fried ravioli? Love those.
Oh,
Those are so good.
I even like, I'm not one that's really big into the whole pumpkin craze.
Yeah.
But pumpkin, filled ravioli.
Oh, those are good.
Are actually really delicious. Yeah.
See,
before it was even like a pumpkin thing was a thing, they were awesome.
Yeah, mine is really close to that. It's the butternut squash ravioli.
That works too.
So good.
I like it just a basic, just with the cheese inside of it.
That's good too.
Yeah.
You're really not going to get any disagreement from anybody unless Danny goes,
Nope.
shouldn't be any
Vicky, what
ravioli.
kind of pasta you going with?
Chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Damn, let's get specific. I like it.
I'm hungry.
Fettuccine is really good.
What about you,
White
Daniel?
sauce.
Buttery buttanesca.
Puttanesca.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
That's how you have to say it if you're saying it.
Yeah, it's
Puttanesca.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about something that goes well with pasta, and that's pot.
Oh, yeah, pot and pasta.
That's right, because it's a big day today for everybody up north in Canada, as Canada's just become the most high-profile country in the world to have legal, regulated marijuana. So you can now purchase pot, have fun with pot, do whatever you want with pot in all of Canada.
So the federal government of Canada is like yes, as opposed to our federal government, which says no.
Right now, some areas have it, but not on the whole U.S. level. But yeah, all of Canada, and it's so awesome because last night people were waiting until midnight for the bud to drop.
Yes.
In Toronto, like they had a big piece of a bud of weed, like a fake bud.
That's
and
really
it came down like a ball drop as if it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And people were celebrating. People were waiting in line for hours to buy weed legally and all that kind of stuff. So if you go up to Canada, first off, don't tell them that you're going up to Canada to go buy some pot.
Yeah, don't do that.
Typically is frowned upon, and it's more of a headache than you need to have. Just say you're going to see a hockey game. That's always, when all else fails, you're going to see a hockey game.
And you're not supposed to bring that stuff back in our country.
No.
So you'll get arrested for that.
You can only buy 30 grams only, of course. 30 grams of bud at once. You have to purchase from a licensed vendor, of course. You got to be over 19. And you can only smoke it in designated areas, so it's not like you just could light it up in the middle of the street. And that's what's going on in Canada. So very exciting times for the Canadians.
Yeah.
When I saw this story, I instantly thought pot, because I was like, oh, here we go. Somebody's selling or giving away cookies with pot in it, and people don't know. But it's a whole different story, and it's actually pretty messed up. A girl at a high school in Northern California, she's in trouble because she's been handing out some cookies. There's not pot in them, but her grandmother's ashes are in them.
Oh. What?
One family talked about it with the local news, and I don't know why, but the son, he didn't want to be identified, so they had to put like one of those crazy voice things on him.
This girl is going around telling everyone, basically, at this point, that she had brought in these cookies to school with human ashes in them. She was giving them to people, and it was just weird.
Wow. Why would you do that, girl?
I don't know. I don't think that's a Girl Scout cookie I want to enjoy.
That's disturbing.
Here's another person talking about the grandma's cookies.
It blew my mind, and I was really repulsed, and I was, upset that, I wasn't even notified.
Yeah, you kind of have to let people know if you're giving out cookies with grandma's ashes in them.
What is going on with people? They don't know that's wrong. How is she raised in her entire life not knowing that that's a wrong thing?
I don't know, man.
Or maybe she knows it is wrong and she's trying to be kind of a psycho.
Or maybe grandma told her that's what she wants.
Well, even still.
The kids are kids, the boys and girls. Eat me.
No, Grandma. They're not going to eat you because humans don't eat other humans, Grandma. Okay?
You're not really eating her. I mean, it's just the ashes.
It is her.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not looking forward to eating somebody's ashes, but I'm saying it's a little bit different than eating a finger.
I think you're eating their DNA and you're eating a human. I mean,
it's ashes.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not saying I want to eat a human. I'm just saying I think there's a big difference between like cutting up somebody and eating it like a steak as opposed to the ashes are in a cookie.
And to be perfectly honest, the DNA is completely removed from the ashes. They're gone. It does not survive cremation.
Boom.
So what are we eating?
The ashes and the bones and all the fun little bits of the grandma.
Okay, that's still.
I mean, it doesn't really.
We're not eating anything. Actually, we're not having cookies today.
Okay,
we're staying away from all cookies.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Pepperidge Farms is looking to make a new grandma's ashes brand of cookies. But
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Grandma.
dude, man, Rev, when he was cracking me up, he sent me an email. He goes, "This person just won up to you." Remember we talked about that time where the pipe hit me. Well, not hit me, but hit my car.
Oh, right.
While I was on the freeway, and fortunately, Steve Rabel reported on it and said,
"Thankfully, Biggs was okay."
And I was okay. But this one, man, takes the cake. Talk about Final Destination with this one driver in Florida. This woman was driving. She's 35 years old. Her name is Rebecca. And some guy had a pickup truck in front of her. A bunch of stuff was not properly secured. Hey, people, secure your load.
Yep.
A giant piece of plywood flies off of the truck and slices through the entire windshield of her Honda.
Oh, that's a beating.
And she was fine. She didn't have to go to the hospital. Minor injuries. But, dude, when you see the picture of this, it is, I don't even know how she survived.
Yeah, how did she survive that?
I mean, this plywood's almost the size of her car.
Yeah.
And there's barely enough room for it to fit
how did she
a person
not
in the front
get
seat.
beheaded by that damn thing?
And it just sliced right through the windshield.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah, I don't think you can use your windshield wipers to get that off.
No, you can't.
Probably not.
Well, at least you got to get a stronger grade, at least.
Hey, good luck to anybody that decides to play the Mega Millions. No winner last night. Ooh. The jackpot is now at $868 million.
Oh, here we go again.
The next drawing is Friday, or the next Friday is drawing. And also Powerball.
Yeah.
It's not that much, but, I mean, I might want to play it. $345 million.
Oh, wait, we got to wait till it gets up a little higher.
Could you imagine winning both of those?
Well, if you win both of those, you're probably going to get hit by a car. I mean, seriously. When you
Or by a piece of plywood.
Yeah. I mean, you think of the odds of that, then lightning striking you, everything that's, you're probably going to go, oh, boy. Seriously, if you hit both?
Oh, going back to the whole pot stuff and all that stuff in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
To mention, I want to give a shout out to our buddy Donnie. You remember Donnie? You met him a bunch over at Painting the Grasses and stuff, and he's working at a new pot shop, The Gallery in South Hill. Ooh. And it's got a text that says, "Migs, thanks for making my wife's day." The Gallery from Mitch, and that said shout out to her as well. Good people over there.
Hey, can you get me some stuff?
Me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're down in South Hill, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtney. Say hi to Courtney.
I know exactly what I need.
What do you need?
Well, I have
some
it on my
Grandma's
phone.
ashes?
I need some Grandma's ashes dankies.
There's shops everywhere, BJ.
I know, but you got an in.
I got
Donnie.
You know Donnie. We all know Donnie.
I know, but you're all the way down in South Hill. I don't know anybody in my area.
Oh, fine. Donnie at the Gallery.
Thanks, Donnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Donnie.
Yeah. I know I want to throw my back out sometime soon. I'm
so is this preemptive?
Yes.
What are you going to do? Put on some of that, the lotions and the creams?
And I'm going to start doing suppositories. I'm going to have a great time.
Oh, I could get you those.
Oh, see? I'm told I got to get those if I ever throw my back out.
For real?
Yeah.
Suppositories?
Yeah, marijuana suppositories. I'm told those work well.
Who's telling you that?
But the guy who has my hairstylist who threw his back out.
Oh my God! Here we go. You and your hairstylist. He doesn't want you touching his eyebrows, and now he wants you to put things up certain places.
My hairstylist knows what's up.
Clearly,
my hair
or what's down.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, get it, Steve. Conversations you have with your hairstylist.
This is the weirdest one, man.
Dude, the guy is the guy. Listen, you have
BJ,
conversations.
Let me recommend to you, if you ever do get your back out, you might want to put a weed thing up your nowhere-ski. It's a weed suppository.
Everyone knows a suppository gets into your system quicker probably than any other part of your body.
I'm willing to be patient in certain situations, and that's definitely one of them.
When you throw your back out like this, though, I want it gone.
Well, yesterday, BJ, I don't know if you were watching some baseball, but there was some good games going on.
No, you know me. I don't like baseball.
Well, it took 13 innings, over 5 hours for that Dodgers-Brewers game to end, and the Brewers ended up winning it with a walk-off. Now the series is tied at 2 games apiece. Game 5 is today at 2:05. You can watch that on Fox Sports 1.
Yeah, I didn't watch the end of that game.
It just went on forever.
Yeah, so I woke up and heard that news.
Is it because you took your weed suppository and fell asleep before the game ended?
Sometimes you get a little sleepy.
Game 4 for your boys in Boston. They're going to be taking on the Houston Astros again, and that game's at 5:39, very specific time.
Yeah, and that game is in Houston. And,
yes.
and I think it was, I think Houston hasn't lost a whole lot at home, so that was a big beating.
Jeez, man, what? Red Sox crushed them 8-2?
Yeah.
2-1 series lead for the Red Sox.
And the guy that had no batting average at all is the one that hit the grand slam. That's always a bummer, but that happens in these short series. Usually it's a guy you don't expect, not the big stars, that goes out and really makes something happen.
69 degrees today, BJ.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect weather for weed suppositories.
Thanks. Mid-October, 69 degrees. How awesome is that?
And thanks to Law Tigers for giving us news and sports.
Hey, now, can I give out a shout to my buddy?
Who's your buddy?
Well, you know what? He's not going to hear it, but I'm going to see if I can send it to him. My buddy Chris, my old childhood buddy, my childhood best friend, having a birthday today.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, not too. I just, it's amazing. I don't know my brother's middle name. I don't know my brother's birthday, to be honest. I don't know my sister's birthday, either, all of them. I don't know any of my family's birthdays, but I always remember my buddy Chris's birthday. I know it's this day.
That is kind of funny because I have my longest childhood friend, my friend Chris, from growing up in Brooklyn and all that. I'll never forget. His birthday's August 22nd.
Isn't that something?
And I don't even have Facebook to remind me of it because he doesn't have, he has Facebook, but I don't think he has his birthday sign on it because I always think it's funny when I go on to wish people happy birthdays on Facebook and I'll see on August 22nd, I'm just like, what? I know this is Chris's birthday.
Isn't that crazy that we have that in our head? Like, I still get confused sometimes with Sarah's birthday because her birthday, my son's birthday, and my wife's birthday are all like the same. They're within a day each other of the month they're in, 6 and 7. So it's like I always get a little confused.
But you will never forget Chris's birthday.
I'll never forget Chris, yeah. Chris,
does anyone else have that?
Chris Decker, my buddy.
Good old Chris Decker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my buddy back in, we were best friends in 7th and 8th grade, and I remember his, but it's also because it's like 3 days after my birthday. So it was one of those that it was just really close by.
I remember my first kiss's birthday, December 28th.
Do you remember his name?
Yes, I do remember his name.
His name was FK, first kiss.
I remember his name and everything. We were 12 years old.
What about FF's birthday? Do you remember him?
With FF?
The first
sex?
Yeah, the first F.
Oh, I think it's an S.
Yeah.
Yeah, FF.
Sorry, I immediately thought Fantastic Four. I was like, no, I don't know Fantastic Four's birthday. No, yes, I do know his birthday.
Yeah, see, that
I think it's May 5th.
So she knows first everybody. I don't want to ask any other. How about first ball gag? You know that guy's birthday?
Oh, dear.
Wait, first time I wore one or him wore one? Because it might be the same guy.
Could be the same guy, yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Do you have an extra one of those weed suppositories after this conversation?
Yeah, really.
You're right, Vicky. He did.
Yeah. But I think it is amazing that we do remember these things. Yep. And then wedding anniversaries or even our spouse's birthday. Oh boy.
But do you think it was because there was more pressure you had to remember? Like you had to remember phone numbers because there was no other way to get a hold of people. You had to remember birthdays because there wasn't Facebook to remind us when somebody's birthday is.
Yeah.
So there was once a time where you needed to remember certain things. I mean, nowadays I don't know anyone's phone number. I know my wife's just because I use it for my rewards at Dick's.
Yep.
Yeah. Sarah gets mad at me if I don't remember her phone number. And I'm like, why would I remember your phone number? I don't have to dial it ever.
You will if you go to prison.
And when is BJ going to prison?
And why would he call Sarah? She'd just be like, hell yeah, and hang up.
That is a very bizarre
Or she'd be like, hey, could you find Johnny, my ex-boyfriend? He's in there, too.
Yeah. Hey, Steve?
Yes.
Since I'm going to prison, can you get me some more butt suppositories? I think I'm going to need those. For a lot of reasons. Yeah, baby. Bring it all back.
Butt suppositories. You're really going to be willing to do that?
Yes, I mean when you're in pain, you'll do whatever you can to get rid of the pain. So I'll do it if that's what'll get rid of the pain.
Should we do it on Bang Friday?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Well, yeah. He swears by him. He says you get this lotion and also the butt suppositories, which immediately he was able to go back to work, felt no back pain.
Is he? Has he offered to be the person that puts them in there for you? I mean,
no, he just gave me info.
I don't know. Maybe this is his way of slowly working into your life.
Dude, there's no way he's interested in me. Who would be?
Well, he's very territorial about your eyebrows.
Yeah, because he's a professional.
Did you talk to him about that?
Yes, I did, and he laughed because he was doing them yesterday, too.
Doing what?
What did he do to them?
Doing my eyebrows. It's a gradual process.
How many years is he planning on having this go for?
Well, listen, you don't notice, which means they're a lot bigger than they used to be. You guys just don't notice.
No, they look as tiny as ever.
He's playing the really, really long game with this one.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Once a week for the next 40 years, and then you'll have perfectly bushy eyebrows.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, in his, for his case, that's probably a great idea. That way, you keep coming back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
what I'm saying.
I come back to him anyway. I mean, I'll keep going to this guy. I've been going to him ever since I've been in Seattle. He's been my stylist. Yeah. So whatever the case may be, but Vicky, he told me, hands off. No eyebrow stuff.
He's totally hitting on you.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he wants to put
not hitting on me, guys, because first of all, have you seen me lately?
Well, some people are into that.
Plus, he's on weed suppositories, so maybe he can't tell if you're, you.
He's giving me medical advice. You guys have your mind in the gutter, all right? No one's
He's trying to loosen you up.
I love that you're
Did you not use that phrase?
Well, yes.
Trying to relax you.
Ay. You guys act like suppositories is a gateway drug to having sex. People use suppositories all the time for medical purposes.
But I don't know many people that will pull somebody aside and be like, what kind of weed you need to use is the ones that go up the where skis.
Well, if I asked you, Steve, what's the best way to fix a knee because you hurt your knee?
Yes.
You're going to tell me everything. And if they gave you suppositories, would you tell me?
Ben Dragavan at the Athletic Training Institute in Bellevue.
And if Ben said, look, this is the best way to administer the stuff, you wouldn't take it?
I'd be like, is there a plan B? Is there something that also works? Maybe not as quick, Ben? I'd appreciate you for that.
There are a lot of people that don't like the plan A when it comes to suppositories. I just want the pain to be over because I know what it's like when I'm in massive pain.
But what are we talking? How many extra minutes is it really going to give?
I don't know. He just swears by it. He says that, you know what? Boom, it's done. And you can go to work. Like it really fixes you right up. You know me, when I get my back issue, it's like 2-3 days I can't do a thing.
Sure.
So I'm like, dude, if I can be on my feet, because, he's a hairstylist. He was on his feet doing hair.
Okay, here's the problem.
Yeah.
You hurt your back. Now you're in a dire need to use this weed suppository. But you can't move. But you need to get it in somewhere.
Oh, that's a good. Well, I think I would go to my doctor.
But if you're at home, you can't move. But you have the weed suppositories there. Do you ask your daughter or do you ask Johnny Rubbers?
I thought he was going to call Chris.
Oh, yeah, I'll call Uncle Chris.
Oh,
congratulations! You don't get a pay grade for that one.
Yeah, that's his job.
And that's the last day Uncle Chris works on our show. All right, but okay, your phone's nowhere near you.
Well, I'm not going to ask either one of them. I will suffer.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to have Johnny Rubbers. I don't even know that guy. I mean,
he lives with you.
Yeah, I don't know him enough to have him stuff.
You want to live under my house, you better put this suppository where it needs to go.
Oh, is that your rule?
No, I'm not touching suppositories.
Okay, yeah, see,
I'll just eat a cookie.
If you marry Sarah, one day you're going to get old. Someone's going to have to wipe your booty. It's either going to be Johnny Rubbers, Joe, and Sarah.
Definitely not going to be Joe.
Definitely Joe's going to be like, I'm out. Sarah, you're not going to want Sarah to do it.
They usually, know what, though? Usually it's the daughter that does it.
I don't know.
They always do. I mean, I remember.
Sarah, thumbs up, thumbs down. Would you be willing to help?
No.
She says no. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You think Johnny Roberts would be willing to help?
No, I don't.
2 thumbs up. Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would.
You tell Johnny Rubbers anything, and he's one of those guys that's just like, all right, let's do it.
I'm in for a good time. Where's your rubber gloves?
Yeah, just put me in the ambulance and just send me on my way.
Oh, okay.
I want a random stranger, putting stuff in me.
Would you call your hairdresser?
I would not call my hairdresser because that is not our relationship.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean, uh-huh?
You're getting medical advice from this guy. He is very territorial about your face.
Yes.
That is the kind of relationship you have with this guy. You trust him beyond everything.
I trust him with my face.
And medical advice, apparently.
Well, only because you know what?
The Zohan.
He's the closest person I know that's really been into medical marijuana. If any of you guys really are into it, let me know. But none of you have ever suggested to put a suppository anywhere, so I know you're not.
Yeah, I'm not good at. Okay.
DJ's right. We have been.
Wow.
We have been bad friends.
Flawless logic there.
Yeah, you're horrible friends.
We have let you down.
I've been suggesting other things, but apparently you don't want to put those somewhere.
But that's for fun, not for his back.
Honestly, I wouldn't talk to you about anything, Vicky, because everything you do is all about the bedroom.
Yeah, does this make BJ more than French vanilla now?
Yeah.
But here's the issue. So now you're like, hey, can you help me get these? So now I got to go swing on into the pot shop and be like, hey, can I get some butt suppositories?
It's not out of the question. They know that they work well. These guys are professionals, right?
Yeah, but there's certain things that I go to stores and I don't necessarily want to purchase.
Oh, you said like tampons and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, buy some peanut butter. Bring some peanut. That's what everybody does. They put peanut butter with the butt suppository.
They don't sell peanut butter also at the pot shop.
They should. Think about how tasty peanut butter is once you're a little high. I think they should should have peanut butter at the pot shop. I feel like that just goes with like chips. No? All right. Yesterday, Steve, he got this one wrong.
What author wrote Where the Sidewalk Ends in the Giving Tree?
Stripper told me about it once many years ago. Yeah, Shell something. Shelley Winter.
No.
Shell Shadle.
No.
I love
Shelley Long.
No.
Yeah, you did a good job. You remembered the first name. I wouldn't have got it. Shel Silverstein. I forgot. I mean, I've heard of that guy's name, but you know what? Good for you that you remembered. And good for the stripper for educating you.
Sometimes you don't know what you're going to learn when you walk into Foxes.
Yeah. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
You know, one of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course, we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But you know, one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses work together and continue to build the future. Our expertise, talented workforce, and collaborative environment are making a difference now and shaping the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio to put your plans in motion. That's michiganbusiness.org/radio.